folks, this is Didier from Pikcio. It's Saturday, I'm in Paris. It's sunny today, which is nice because it's been pretty cold the whole week. So some feedback about Pikcio. We'll have the new version of the wallet coming this coming week. It's a bank holiday, first day, or national holiday, first day, and then Friday for most of the team in France. So release next week for the wallet as promised. And for me, some news, some that you're expecting, of course, and some thought about where we stand. So the main topic today is about the PKC and how for the last few years we worked under the assumption that for existing clients or coming client, banks and insurance, we're going to buy these PKCs in order to use our services. The truth is that this is not happening yet for several reasons, mainly because these financial or large institutions are not really ready to purchase crypto utility token. Not just us, even Ether. They prefer to have their contractors to do it for them. Now, the problem is that as for the moment, the PikcioChain is a private chain. We don't have these partners, these system integrators or developers, etc. yet. So the PKC economy is not where we wanted it to be. As you know, we're working on this through the build-up of our community with Hubble and the coming of the mainnet at the end of Q1 2019. And there's going to be several other steps that will be announced during these next few months. And I'm pretty sure you'll be very excited about them. Of course, one of these steps is related to the program regarding masternodes that we will put in place when we release that full version of the mainnet. And here are some of the elements, the first elements of this program for you. Pikcio will set up a minimum of 8 and maximum of 15 masternodes by geographical zones. We haven't finalized all these zones, but we already decided there will be a zone in Europe, makes sense. Singapore makes sense as well. Japan, very promising for us, makes sense. USA, same thing. The Gulf, Russia, and some others. But at least these 8 ones are already decided. The consensus running on the masternodes will be, as you know, the proof of usage, which we already published, and I recommend you to go back and have a look at it. The transaction now settled by these POU will generate something new, which is PK gas. And the PK gas will be used by developers and or companies to push smart contracts on the PikcioChain. At the beginning of the program, so early Q2 and probably before, but we'll begin a renter program. So we'll start renting a growing number of these nodes to PKC holders, and the renters will collect their share of the PK gas allocated by the POU. Now, the right to rent a masternode will be put for auction among PKC owners. The auction will be run, of course, by a smart contract. So, and the right will be granted for 1 year. Now, in order to participate to the auction, PKC holders will need to demonstrate the ownership of a certain amount of PKCs. That amount is still not settled, but we'll get it settled by the end of this month. Now, when winning the auction, the holder will send the pledged PKCs to a Pikcio escrow account that, of course, will be auditable. So, in order to participate to an auction, you'll need a certain amount of PKCs. Then the auction starts, run by a smart contract. When the auction is closed, you will have either total or partial rights on as a renter of one of the masternode, starting 8 up to 15 per zone, geographical zone, and we already have decided 6 of them. as I say, the PK gas generated by the nodes will be needed by developers in order to push smart contract on the PikcioChain. Now, in order to bootstrap the program at the beginning, we'll run and close empty nodes. So it's still going to start to generate PK gas. And the last part of these elements that I want to share with you today is that in order to compensate the community and the masternode renters for from the kind of loss the Pikcio AG revenues that are coming from sales of private version of the PikcioChain that are by definition not running, of course not today, but will not be running on this public masternode. Then in order to compensate that loss, Pikcio AG will dedicate 20% of our revenues to purchase PKCs and then PK gas when they're generated in order to push these private smart contracts on the private PikcioChain version. So that's going to hopefully rebalance the fact that we still have, and not because we want, but because our customer wants to run private version of the PikcioChain for, again, reasons that are most of them understandable. So that's basically the what we're gonna finalize this. This is the first step of the Mastermind program, and we'll finalize that by the end of this month. So at the beginning of December, we'll set up either a special web page or a special page accessible through the wallet, where we'll disclose more detail on the mining, on the zones, on the rewards parameters. So we'll have full disclosure to the community, how to access and how to run that. In the meantime, if you have any feedback, questions, suggestions, I'm sure you will. We have a pretty lively community with a lot of very positive notes, sometimes a little bit more critic, but that's fine. Please share with us, and we'll get back to you and try to run the best masternode program available. So thanks you for your attention today. Hope you have a great week, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.